Faithful Grace Studios. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mindy. I'm the owner and creator here at Faithful Grace. And I wanted to show you this mega kit. This is the A Dozen Wishes mega junk journal kit, and I'm so excited about it. I've already cut out the pieces, the majority of the pieces. This came with all of there's a dozen of these. Get it? A dozen wishes. So there's wishes for the recipient or the owner of this journal, and there's 12 of them, and in essence they are: I wish you honor, happiness, forgiveness, hope, joy, gratitude, love, health, peace, faith, grace, and that you're blessed. Now, can you imagine a more meaningful gift to someone that you love, especially if that someone is going through a hard time or a personal valley? You know, we all have peaks and valleys, and sometimes we get in those valleys and think we're going to be down there forever. And there's just so many bright colors and uplifting messages in this mega kit. I just think it would make a great gift. I have not finished cutting out the pages, and I have not cut out the multi-pocket folio yet. That's what this is back here. And so I've got a little bit of work to do before I can start creating this one, but I'm in love with the color scheme. One of the things that I have started doing lately is picking the color scheme first and then kind of using the color scheme to lead me into the theme. So when I picked this color scheme, all I could think of was, oh my gosh, this makes me think of joy and grace and gratitude and hope. And so there was born the A Dozen Wishes junk journal kit. So I'm going to put it together, and I will come back and show you an in-depth walkthrough of A Dozen Wishes. Okay, let's look at our finished A Dozen Wishes journal. This one is chunky, and I like that. But I did this one a little bit different, and I'm starting to like it more than I did initially, but I'm not sure it's my favorite process. These pages were all printed on cardstock, but they were all printed single-sided, and I'll put them all in here facing the same way, and there is only one signature, if you notice, so that creates a little different dynamic in the journal, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So on the front cover, really all I did was, and these pages were all torn. Some of them were even hand torn, with the exception of a couple of places where I did use my pinking shears, a couple of different versions of pinking shears. But some of it was just literally hand torn or water torn with a paintbrush. And I like that edge look. I like that they're not all even. I like that they're kind of worn looking. And then I put, of course, you can see the lace that is on the edge of the covers. That's bigger than I would normally choose for lace, but I just wanted something big and drastic. So there it is. I like it. This is a piece of the ephemera that I put here that's got a little tiny pocket in it. Of course, put a label there to write whose journal it is. But here, as you can see, so in the front half of the signature, we'll go to the middle. So here's the centerfold of the signature, one signature. So centerfold, all these pages were printed single-sided with the printed side face up. So this side has all these white places on this side, and this side has all these white pages on the other side. So if you've heard me say this before, I'm not hugely crazy about white pages, stark white pages. Definitely don't want just a white page, but I had all these pieces of this lined paper that I had pulled out of a notebook that I wanted to do something with. So I thought, well, if I print these single-sided, I can put these on the white sides in some places, and that'd be a nice writing surface. So that's what I have done. I've inked the edges in different colors. Some of them have the vintage photo. Some of them have an aqua ink. Some of them have a peachy colored ink, and some of them have a bright pink ink. I did put an angel lady in here. As you may have heard me say before, I just like the kind of unexpectedness of that. And I thought she was a cute little blend, and I did let her little angel wings stick out of the side just a little bit. There's one of the banner flags and page tab. Here's one of the ephemera pockets with some of the tags. This is a two-sided tag. I used the tags to make two-sided tags instead of single-sided. And then one of the wish cards, because it's a dozen wishes. There's a dozen of these in different places. There's a dozen wishes. So one of the wish cards is in this little pocket, and that just sticks right there. Did a little collage with some fabric scraps and some paper scraps here. Another one of our pieces of lined paper, page tab, another tuck spot, part of the ephemera, and then a piece of the lace I had left over from the cover. And then these are the two little small tags that come with the multi-folio kit. I mean, they're part of this mega kit, but if you've got the multi-pocket folio separately, you would get these two little tags, and I just think they're precious little tags. There we go. I showed you two of these. I had this one and a pink one. They're both in here. Use them on one of the blank pages. This has the envelope from the ephemera kit stuck down in there. Here's another little tuck spot and the other envelope from the ephemera kit. Here's the first fold out. I left this side open, and inside it is one of the journal cards, double-sided journal cards. I just, instead of having 8 journal cards, I have 4 that have a pocket on them, and then a piece of the ephemera is in here. So I stuck that in there, and then here is the folio. So I'll show you this. Look how colorful and beautiful. You got a tuck spot here, you got a tuck spot here, tuck spot here, tuck spot here. You got another tuck spot here, another one here, and then this little tuck spot right here, and another tuck spot right here. I just didn't have anything to go in that right now. There is a ticket, like a little admission ticket, that it's really cute, that comes with this kit, that I know I printed and I know I prepped it, but I cannot find it anywhere. So it's probably on my floor somewhere or stuck to the back of something else, but that's what I would normally put right there. But I just used my little tab process for closing it, which is, again, an easy way to close something, and we'll just let that reside right there for now. Another piece of the lined paper, belly band from the ephemera kit with one of the stamps stuck on it. Here's another one of the journal cards that's glued together, double-sided, and has 2 of the wish cards inside. Yep. Gratitude and peace are those 2 wishes. And then a book page tab. Just the line page there, pocket here with a bookmark in it, the line page with a book tab, tuck spot with one of the pieces of ephemera with one of the wish cards stuck to it, and a tab. Here's the other envelope that I was talking about. This is another one of the journal cards, 2 cards glued together with a pocket, one side left open to create a pocket, and the Hope Wish card is in there. And then we are back at the center of our signature. And then now the line pages will be on the left. There's a tab. This one is I left blank for doodling or possibly even sketching. There's another line page. This is actually a one of those bags you get at the pharmacy when you get medicine. It's just got a good feel to it. I just cut the top off and glued it in and stuck one of the tags in it. I love the feel of that paper and the sound. It's just thick enough to not be too fragile, but thin enough to be fun and a little sheer. Another line page here. Beautiful page here that I didn't have to do anything with. One of the wish cards and the Polaroid that comes with the ephemera kit. Another line page. And then we've got a belly band here with a piece of lace. I have not stuck anything in here yet because that was one of the last things I did, and I want to make sure that glue's good and dry before I stick anything in there. This is the second fold out. As you can see, it has one of the tags in it, and the tag has an open spot on the side with one of the wish cards in it. 12 wishes. Remember that this is the dozen wishes, so there's 12 of those cards. And here's a hidden paper clip that I had made. I'll link to the, it's a real short little, I think it's like 8 minutes to show you how to make these. They're super, super simple, super fun. Once you start making them, you won't be able to stop. This one has a pin place on it, so you can stick this in here. It's got a paper clip in there, and now that when it's on the page, now you can put your pen right there, and your pen will stay close to your journal. Another one of the wish cards glued to this page. Line page, wish card here, line page, another tuck spot with one of the tags in it, and another one of the, now I will say on these pages, and you may remember this, all of them still have this stuff from where they were torn out of the page. I didn't glue that down. All of that's loose. All of that is just free to stick up and bend and do whatever it wants to, because that's the look that I was going for. And then the last 2 pages, I did glue, the last page I glued to the inside of the back cover and made a little pocket out of that. I just trimmed it off a little bit and put a notch in it. And this is the last journal card glued together with 2 journal cards with the tuck spot and piece of the ephemera stuck in there. And then there's the back with a little piece of ephemera glued down to hold my to cover up the knot and to hold the elastic for the closure. So there we go. I love it. I have really enjoyed it. I might do it differently next time instead of the white pages, but now that I've done it this way, the white pages didn't bother me so much, so I'll probably be doing more like that. I hope you enjoyed looking at the finished product, and I hope you enjoy making your own.